Hello students, welcome back to part 2 of ninth session on branch accounting. In this session we are concentrating on solving problem under second method, that is nothing but stock and debtor system. Let me concentrate on first problem. A Limited opened a branch in Mysore on 1/1/2019. Goods are invoiced at selling price which was cost plus 25%. It was written as 30 but don't take it as 30. It's 25. I edited this page. So cost plus 25% means we should assume cost as 100. 25% of 100 is 25 rupees. So invoice price is 125. From the following particular relating to year 2019, you are required to prepare different accounts under stock and debtor system. So we are supposed to prepare various accounts. Listen, it's clearly given we are supposed to prepare various accounts under stock and debtor system. Such type of sentence were not there in last few problem where we solved problem under debtor system. Try to understand. So we will have such type of sentences particularly in the problem where we have to apply which method, particularly the second method, that is stock and debtor system. Sometimes they will give like this: you are supposed to prepare, you are required to prepare stock account, branch adjustment account, branch debtors account, goods sent to branch account. Under which system we are preparing many accounts? Under stock and debtor system itself. So you just read entire problem before concluding about the method to be followed. Try to understand. So before deciding which method to be followed, read the entire problem. Somewhere there will be hint with regard to method to be followed. In this there is a direct indication with regard to method, that is nothing but stock and debtor system. So let me analyze one by one. Stock sent to branch. Whenever goods sent to branch, so under stock and debtor system, how we are analyzing the transaction? Branch stock increases, goods will be sent to branch. So what's the journal entry? Branch stock account debtor to goods sent to branch account. You just go through the branch stock account on credit side. On debit side, branch stock account debtor to goods sent to branch account. The other account which get affected is goods sent to branch. So under goods sent to branch, by branch stock account 6 lakh. Goods are sent at invoice price, so recorded at invoice price. Sales. When there is a sales, stock decreases, cash increases. In case if it is cash sales. If it is credit sales, stock decreases, debtor increases. So cash sales results in increase in cash. Credit sales results in increase in debtor. Both results in decrease in stock. So what's the journal entry? Journal entry is branch cash account data to branch stock account, branch debtors account data to branch stock account. So in branch stock, by branch cash, by branch debtors. So in cash account, branch cash account to branch stock account rupees 2 lakh. In branch debtors account, by branch stock rupees 6 lakh. By branch stock rupees how much? To branch stock rupees 2,80,000 because cash sales was 2 lakh and credit sales was 2,80,000. Then goods returned by customer. Whenever customer returns goods, stock increases, debtor decreases. So what's the journal entry? Branch stock account debtor to branch debtors account 6,000. So in branch stock on debit side, to branch debtors 6,000. In branch debtors account by branch stock 6,000. So this is how to record goods returned by customer. Cash received from debtor. Whenever cash is received from debtor, cash in branch increases, debtor decreases. Journal entry. Branch cash account debtor to branch debtors account. So under debtors, in debtors account by branch cash 1,60,000. In cash account to branch debtors 1,60,000. So next one. Discount allowed. So whenever we allow discount to debtor, try to understand, expenses increases, debtor decreases. What's the journal entry? Branch expenses account debtor to branch debtors account. branch expenses account data. So in debtors account, by branch expenses 2000, in branch expenses account to branch debtors 2000. The next one is cash given to branch for rent, salary, sundry expenses. Whenever cash is sent to branch for all these expenses, what's the journal entry? Cash increases, bank balance decreases. Journal entry is branch cash account debtor to bank account. So 17,000, not 1,70,000, it is 17, 3 plus 12 plus 2, 1 0 extra is there. You have to take only 17,000. So, and one more thing which we should take care of here is whatever cash sent by head office to branch, we passed a journal entry branch cash account debtor to bank, and that cash should be utilized for the purpose for which it was sent. It was sent for rent, salary and sundry expenses. So branch will incur all these expenses out of cash received. So immediately we should pass a journal entry branch expenses account debtor to branch cash account 17,000. So in branch cash on credit side branch expenses, in branch expenses on debit side to branch cash 17,000. It is not given in the problem. There is no direct sentence in the problem saying that branch incurs all these expenses. It is implied. Whenever head office sends cash for certain expenses, for cash received means for cash sent, journal entries branch cash account debtor to bank, immediately branch should incur that expenses, journal entries branch expenses account debtor to branch cash account. That's a very important thing to be noted. So defective goods written off is 2000. Defective goods means that goods which are not in good condition. Such goods are known as defective goods. So whenever they give defective goods, so what we have to do is we have to divide that total portion of defective goods into two parts. One is cost of the defective good, the other one is profit portion. Profit portion should be transferred to adjustment, cost portion should be transferred to branch, what is that? Profit and loss account. Yes. So in branch stock account, by branch adjustment, journal entry is branch adjustment account data, branch profit and loss account data to branch stock in case if it is deficit. In case if there is a surplus, branch stock account data to branch adjustment to branch profit and loss. So you just see 25% of 2000. Means 2000 represent 125. What is 25? That is profit portion I transfer to adjustment account. Cost portion, that is 2000 represent 125. What is 100? That is 1600 I transfer to profit and loss account. So in branch adjustment account, so we are supposed to prepare two branch, what is that? Stock account 400. And in one more account, what is that? Branch adjustment account, branch profit and loss account. So in branch profit and loss account, to branch stock account, it is how much? What was that? Profit and loss account 1600. So to branch stock account, here also I recorded 400. So make some correction here. 400 goes to adjustment, 1600 goes to what is that? Branch profit. You record it as 1600. See this one, to branch stock 1600. The next one is with regard to deficit is over. Goods returned by branch. Whenever goods sent to branch, what was the journal entry? Branch stock account debtor to goods sent to branch. Whenever goods returned by branch, so branch goods sent to branch account debtor to branch stock account 24,000. It will be recorded on debit side of goods sent and credit side of branch stock. Next one, stock on hand. So means that indicates the closing stock. So that's why you have to record by balance carried down 1 lakh, because it is directly given closing stock as 1 lakh. So we recorded all the transaction in the books of head office relating to dependent branch under stock and debtor system. So now we need to identify load. So load entry we have not passed. First we have to identify load in goods sent. Journal entry is goods sent to branch account, debtor to branch adjustment account. So on debit side of goods sent 1,20,000 means 6 lakh represent 125. What is 25? On credit side of branch adjustment account, buy goods sent to branch account 1,20,000. So then for goods returned there is load. There is a load in goods returned by branch. Reverse is the journal entry. Branch adjustment account debtor to goods sent to branch account. So branch adjustment should be debited. Goods sent to branch account should be credited with 4,800. So in branch adjustment to goods sent to branch account 4,800. Next one. There will be load in opening stock as well as closing stock, but there is no opening stock, but there is closing stock. The load in closing stock should be recorded, but should be recorded in a separate account known as stock reserve account. Journal entry branch adjustment account debtor to branch stock reserve account 20,000. Branch adjustment account debtor to branch stock reserve account 20,000. 1 lakh represent 25. What is 125? So 1 lakh represent 125. What is 25? So 25 is 20,000. So this is with regard to what is that? A load in closing stock. So on credit side of branch stock reserve, by branch adjustment. On debit side of branch adjustment account to branch stock reserve 20,000. So then nowhere else load is there. First what we have to do is we should close goods sent to branch account by transferring it to purchases account. Branch stock account is already balanced. Yes, it's balanced. Next one, branch debtors account shows a balance of 1,12,000. As far as branch cash account is concerned, it gets closes always. Then whatever balance is there in branch expenses, it should be transferred to branch. Either we can directly transfer to branch profit and loss account, or we can transfer it to branch adjustment account. I transferred it to branch profit and loss account. So then balance in branch adjustment account should also be transferred to branch profit and loss account. So in branch profit and loss account, so amount transferred from adjustment was 94,800. So to branch stock, it is not 400. I have already informed you. It is not 400. It is how much? 1,600. So 1,600. Then branch expenses, amount transferred from branch expenses was 19,000. So there is a gross profit. So gross profit here shown as 74,000 to how much? 74,200. Actually, not 200, 400. Actually, answer is 94,800 minus not 400. This should be 1,600. I have already informed. 1,600 minus 19,000. That will become the answer that must be transferred to general profit and loss account. ಸೊ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ನಾವು ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಯಾವುದು ಡೇಟರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನಿನ್ನೆಯ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೇಟರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಗೆ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಓದಿದಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೇಟರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅವರು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೇಟರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೇಟರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆತರ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೇಟರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬರೋದು. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಡೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಹಾಗೆ ಹಾಕಿರುವ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸೇ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಿನ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಲಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 400 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದೆ, ಅದು 1000 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕು 1600 ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 94,800 minus 1600 plus 19,000 is equal to profit from the branch. This is all about preparation of accounts under stock and debtor system. So ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದೊಂದನ್ನೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದು. ನಾವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್, branch stock, branch data, branch expenses, branch adjustment, stock reserve, branch profit and loss account. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಯಾವ ಎರಡೆರಡು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾನೀಗ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಓದ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. Try to understand. Read problem before you decided to start solving the problem. You read 1000 times, no problem at all. Once you start solving the problem, read only once. So, for example, if I start now, so before me deciding to start solving the problem, I can read many times. Once I decide, I should read only once. So I should read sentence by sentence. I should complete whatever they asked for each and every sentence. If they ask us to pass entries, I should pass entry for first transaction, then I should move to the next one. If they asked us to prepare accounts, I should post entries relating to that transaction to concerned accounts. If I am preparing both, because a transaction has got create impact on two accounts. So if those two accounts we are preparing, we should finish off posting entries to those two accounts. Then we should move towards second transaction. ಆ ತರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ವಿನಃ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಗೂಡ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಓದುವಂತದ್ದು. ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಓದು, ಅದ್ರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಓದುವಂತ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಒನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಏನದು stock and debtor system. We'll solve second problem particularly next session. Till that, take care. Thank you.